Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Nexi Forecast. Today I have a truly special guest, Anant Shukla, who is the founder of Asia Investor Society. Anant, thank you very much for joining me today.
Thank you, Dorian. It's a pleasure to be here.
Absolutely. Anant, can you give us an introduction about yourself, your story, and how you got started in this journey from the first place?
Absolutely. So, I've been in real estate for over a decade, about 13 years now, working across India, UAE, UK, quite a lot of parts of Southeast Asia, Bangkok, Hong Kong, and other global markets, even US. And my journey began on the brokerage side where I kind of learned the business ground up, land
Okay.
transactions, leasing, investments. And over time, I myself got more intrigued by the why behind the capital flow rather than just the what. So
Hmm.
that curiosity eventually led me to build what's today known as Asia Investor Society. It's a global ecosystem that connects brokers, developers, and investors to access international pre-launch opportunities, also very specific transactions which are specific to hospitality, healthcare, and these industries in particular. Essentially, we are kind of bridging the gap between emerging and established markets, enabling capital knowledge and trust to flow seamlessly across the border. And in this journey today, I have kind of created a network of over 400 plus, partners that I have across the
Impressive.
world today. And these are located across different parts of the world, and they are like champions of their trade. And they come up with the best investment opportunities globally. And we are like a epicenter of that, and we kind of extend these opportunities to the investor community that way.
Fascinating, nice. I love the background and also the road. So as you mentioned your background, can you also tell us what was that moment or that experience that made you realize you want to focus in real estate, especially in such global scale as you mentioned?
Right. I mean, see, I've seen the real estate kind of evolve dramatically over the last decade. I mean, early in my career, the business was highly transactional. Everything around, short-term deals, quick wins, as you may call it, right? But as the market kind of globalized, the focus shifted towards ecosystem building, partnerships, data intelligence, digital platforms, AI, as you know it today, and trust-based relationships became the new currency, right? For me, I think the turning point was realizing that the brokers and investors uh, alike were looking for clarity in a world
Yeah.
of noise. And that's where the idea of Asia Investor Society was born, as a bridge. That kind of bridge, it's like a bridge between opportunity
Hmm.
and credibility, because in this particular industry, credibility is of the utmost value. You would always know of an investor, every investor. I mean, something that I realized pretty early on was that whichever set of investor, even though I may have good connects, may have good referrals to certain investor, they
Hmm.
always have a trusted broker whom they would always reach out to for every transaction, right? And this is a common norm, be it family offices, be it individual investors. So then you understand, how do you scale this up? I mean, I think we talked about this. So how do you scale something like this, which is so niche, so
Hmm.
specific? How do you scale that up? And then comes distribution. I mean, when you have a solid distribution network, that is when you can scale something like this up. And that is when I went into the idea of creating a community, and a community of real estate, professionals, brokers, realtors, developers, and so on. And luckily today, we have a very solid team who has been performing quite wonderfully for the last few years now.
Absolutely. It seems awesome. It sounds more like an empire, I can say, and it's like
Uh,
truly global
not
scale.
not yet, Doran, but yeah, we are on the path. We are definitely on the
Yeah.
path.
It's
Yeah,
part of the plan.
yeah. Thank you.
Absolutely. So as you As you've been in this business as a space for a long time, and I know you've witnessed a lot of changes in real estate over the years. What do you say are like the most significant shifts you've seen till now?
See, I think over the last few years, we have seen a fascinating trend. I've been into Cushman and Wakefield as well. And, with IPCs like JLL, Cushman, CBRE, we essentially study the market and we see where the world is moving. I mean, how the money is moving. You have to see, I think, uh, you have to see, I mean, there's a very simple key to this. You have to see where the money is moving, right? Which part
Yeah,
of the
sure.
world it is going. So it started from maybe Hong Kong and then London to Vietnam, and now it's going towards UAE, right? So I think that shift has happened. I mean, global capital kind of reorients itself now today towards Asia and Middle East. Investors who once prioritized, let's say, London or Miami or Hong Kong, now are equally keen on Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Mumbai, Gurgaon. All of these cities, they are now emerging Indian markets. Goa, right? It's doing pretty well. So there's a clear reason these markets are still in their growth phase, right? But with world-class governance, infrastructure, investor confidence, people are shifting their interest to these markets, right? Dubai in particular, I've always been fascinated by this city. It has kind of redefined what it means to kind of create a global real estate hub, blending luxury with livability and policy with progress. Meanwhile, Abu Dhabi has been quietly, strategically positioning itself as the long-term capital of stability. It's called now capital of the capitals, right? So with projects, multiple new projects coming up in areas like Saadiyat, Yas Island, right? It is balancing culture, lifestyle, and sustainable development. It's no longer a capital city, I would say. It's becoming the intellectual and institutional anchor of UAE's real estate future. And why I'm talking about Abu Dhabi today is because, there's a hot new project that has come up. We have just been a partner with them. It is by Modon developers. Their phase one of Muhera got launched and it was a huge success. And now their phase two is coming, and we are their master agents for all
Happy to hear that.
international investors. So,
Nice.
my
Congrats.
money is on Abu Dhabi. Yes.
Congratulations. Happy to hear that. Nice.
Thank you. Thank you
And
so much.
also, what do you think about the technology? How has technology changed the way our like deals sourced, negotiated, or also closed in this
See,
space?
honestly, technology. So I mean, I always tell this, and this is something which I am kind of pushing towards. And it's not just me. I think all the top, people, top leaders of AI across the world are now talking about. One single person company, which is $1 billion company, a single person
Yeah,
$1 billion company. And how is that possible today is because of AI. There's so much stuff that you can do solely with AI. I mean, earlier you needed to have a team that is going to do marketing for you, a separate team that is, probably hiring people, a separate team who's doing sales. Today in the world of chatbots, you kind of don't need people anymore. In fact, we created, I mean, back in, I think it's almost been almost a year now. I created a chat bot of sort called Nova. It was apparently the world's first AI real estate agent. And
okay.
what we used to do was we used to feed them the information about the projects that we were working on, and the agents, whoever was coming to our website, and on the website the agent was interacting with these customers, answering their queries and making sure that
Yeah.
they do the entire pre-sales journey with these customers. It completes the entire pre-sales journey. Actually, real estate is not it's not something that you can transact online. Obviously, you can do that today in a world of fractional real estate,
Hmm.
because people can now buy real estate or fractional real estate. There are a lot of companies that are working around that. But let's say you want to buy a $5 million villa, or let's say a $50 million villa in you know Palm Jabal Ali or wherever. So, I mean, for that, it is not a decision that happens online, but it can, that real estate agent could actually convince, the customer, give them the information that is required. So it does the first level check, right? I think that is a huge change. And I
Yeah.
have been using AI in my day to day, working. I have a small team. I don't have a big team anymore, because post COVID, we all realized that keeping your team lean is very important, right? Because I think we saw layoffs all across the world. I used to work with companies who laid off more than 20,000 people, at one go, because of COVID. And that was solely because they hired way too many people, which wasn't required. And with the change in technology, a lot of your work gets done by technology. So you don't really need that bigger team. So I think that was something that we uh, kind of figured out, and we kept our team lean, we kept our resources on point, use them to the maximum. So yeah, I think technology has been a huge force in whatever I've been doing in life.
Yeah, and I fully agree with you on that, especially in real estate, because as I talk with real estate leaders daily, I can say with other guests and also with other people, they're like saying the same thing, transition to the AI stuff because it's making their life easier. And a lot of people are
Absolutely.
like saying like, do AI, you have your more time, but do you? Because now you have more time to work more, make more money, make more deals. So you are
Absolutely.
working the same hours, but of course making more money. And the
Absolutely.
AI agents are like the simplest things that the people are doing right now. There are a lot of real estate leaders who are like building their custom dashboards, custom, I can say, platform to manage everything, like manage their client, the collaboration, like a portal. And they also integrated AI inside of that, so you can
Absolutely. See, AI
integrate
is AI
everything.
is sorry to cut you. I
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah, it
I
was
was
gone.
simply
Yeah,
AI is kind of simplifying intelligence.
it is.
Earlier, understanding cross-border opportunities kind of required extensive research, right?
Hmm.
Multiple reports or ground insights were required. I mean, there's no access to information. Let's say I'm sitting in India, you are sitting in Kosovo. How do you know what is happening in Dubai, right? So I think that today AI can instantly analyze yield performance for you. It can do market trends, developer capabilities, and even investor sentiments across geographies, which is kind of terrific. I mean, it's turning out what used to be what could probably take months of research, right? Now that can be done in real time. Uh, and predictive analytics is kind of replacing intuition. I mean,
Yeah,
that has kind of changed with AI in a big way. So yeah, a lot of interesting stuff happening. I'm a huge believer in technology, Durant, and I'm somebody who kind of believe automation is elevating human capital, right? And it's kind of helping with the personalization at a global scale. So
it
yeah,
is.
it
Believe
is.
me, it is. Since I work with a lot of people, it is. So how much have you integrated AI in your day-to-day work? Like how much of repetitive tasks you like move to AI so you can be maybe more focused on closing more deals?
See, when we talk about today, I mean, like I said, I told you we were one of the first to introduce
Which
an
I got.
AI agent, a real estate agent,
Hmm.
and that is globally. We were the first to, and I called her Noah. I created her completely out of my imagination through. Through an app called Runway ML, right? I kind of wrote the prompt on ChatGPT, took that prompt to Runway ML, created the persona of this person, and then started creating videos with her,
Nice.
and then also integrated that as a chatbot in the website. So Noah used to come and kind of welcomed all the visitors on the website and used to interact with them, share project information. So yeah, that
Qualify leads as well.
qualified leads as well, absolutely, because there are a lot of junk leads. I think junk leads is I it's one of the biggest challenges that real estate people face today. So at least
Hmm.
on some level, human interaction is not required anymore. At least they can qualify those leads for him, and then from there on we can take on whatever is serious and is something that can be moved forward. So yeah, that, and I think content generation or content creation in general has been so simplified today. Gemini is creating some fantastic images, right? And those images, I mean, you can just give them the right kind of prompts, and they come up with something which is hyper realistic, looks really nice, looks really rad, and something which probably resonates with the audience that is coming and looking at this stuff. So yeah, I mean that, and obviously we can now create faceless YouTube channels. So much I see around that, and every time I go on Instagram, I feel it's a missed opportunity, or perhaps that I'm not
Yeah,
creating a faceless YouTube channel.
absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, that is something which is possible today. See, the
Yeah, it
point
is.
is, I think it's not just about AI; it's about the content. Uh, the content would always be the king, right? So, what is that information that you're passing? And no matter you are generating that through AI, or you are probably writing it yourself, the value is in the information, the value is in the content, right? So if you have something interesting to talk about, something new to talk about, share that. People are going to read that, people are going to receive that. And yeah, so I think the focus should be there, instead of just maybe mindlessly creating faceless content.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely I've been using that in my uh, existing systems, and it has been really wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, I fully agree on that part because in the beginning, when this whole AI stuff was like running, me personally, I didn't like the way it like generated images. When it just wanted to create content in the beginning, it was so standard. So it just added an image and a title in the middle. But now it's like fascinating. As you mentioned yourself, there are a lot of YouTube channels that were making money without showing the face and fully like posting the video directly from the AI tool. So it's awesome. So as we are talking about the AI and and the challenges part, what do you think are like one of the what is the biggest challenge that you are facing? You would like to automate it, I can say. What you would, or maybe you would like that to be solved by AI that can help you also make more money, save more time. You scaled a lot. We can see all that, but scale more. What do you think is something that AI can help you or out to the automation part that to achieve that part?
See, I think, talked about automation. Brokers and consultants can now actually focus on relationship and strategy, while AI will handle the repetitive task, be it lead qualification, something that we just talked about, document
Yeah.
verification, follow ups. The human element it can't disappear, right? In this field, it cannot disappear, but it definitely gets upgraded. With tools like AI driven marketing and conversational platforms, we are able to now kind of personalize how we engage with investors across 30 plus countries today, right? That is something that we are doing as we speak, right? So that's where we see the biggest power shift that has come. AI is kind of
Nice.
making these global relationships feel very local, right? I think something I always say, the next generation of brokers will not just sell properties, they will sell intelligence, right? So AI is going to allow them to curate data backed investment portfolios, predict client preferences, and negotiate from a position of knowledge, not just persuasion, right? At Asia Investors Society, like I said, we introduced NOAA, the
Hmm.
world's first AI agent. So who kind of assists our global partners with instant data insights, training, investor engagement. The goal wasn't to replace the broker at all. The idea was to enhance them, making them more capable with this technology, right? I always say AI is not here to take your jobs, but those who are not going to work with AI, they are going to lose their jobs for sure, because
Absolutely.
this technology is moving faster every day. Today I wake up and I know, okay, Gemini has launched 3.1. Tomorrow,
Yeah,
ChatGPT
go check it
launches.
out. Yeah.
Tremendous. The speed at which this is scaling up is tremendous. So you have to kind of catch up with it. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. In the past, as I mentioned, there were like a lot of leaders who like had a bit of ego and said, I don't want to use ChatGPT. I want to do it my own research, because this is how I made my money till now. But during the time they have seen that they are losing time, and
You
now
know,
they
I
like.
On that
Yeah.
note, I think today or the day before yesterday, I came across this post by some founder in Indian startup ecosystem, and he wrote that we have come to a world wherein now you don't have to see if a candidate is sharing a cover letter, but instead if the cover letter is written by AI or not. And
Yeah.
somewhere that post made I was kind of pissed off with that post. I mean,
Hmm.
how does it matter if the person is writing with the help of AI, and
That's a
if he's
skill.
writing the cover letter with the AI? It's absolutely okay. The AI is only going to write what you're going to feed into it. It's not going to make
Absolutely.
make up stories. And if they're sending across stories, people can see through it. But if they're making our content better, what is the harm in it? I don't see any harm in this.
Yeah,
Right. So,
fully
I
agree
mean,
on that.
you have to adopt. There's no way out of this.
Yeah. Yeah. So moving forward, that like you build a global network over, I can say, a lot of partners. So what's your secret to building and also maintaining such a strong relationship?
See, I think the key to any relationship is, I think, being transparent, uh, establishing the trust. I have been connected with partners for over 5 years now, and we have not done any transactions. I know of such partners as well. We have not done
Hmm.
any transaction, but every other week, every other month, we are always chatting, we are always talking, we are always sharing information, because we know that this person is credible. This person,
Hmm.
and obviously people are busy with their stuff as well. I mean,
Absolutely.
they have their own things to work around as well. However, that relationship gives results over time, and you have to maintain that relationship. You have to be honest with what you are with your work, honest with ensure that your trust is in place, ensure that your partners rely upon you, they see you as somebody who's not going to share any shady deal, or somebody who will ensure that if, let's say, I mean, let's talk about real estate, is if it is going to be a legitimate deal or not, or there are no legal challenges in this, right? So even if there is a legal challenge, you have to be vocal about it. You have to tell them upfront that, see, this might just be the issue. You cannot cheat people. I think that is something that has been the key to my success all throughout. I think maintaining these relationships, following up with people, and going beyond work, I would say. You need to know that one of those, that partner of yours had a work anniversary, or a marriage anniversary a certain day,
Yeah.
or this person probably spent this much time in the system. You need to know those small things. People really appreciate that, right? I mean, someday you just go and meet a partner, and maybe just ask them about their cats. That small effort that you put into uh, knowing that person, I think, is a very crucial key to success. I mean, it's not about I mean, I don't think people today trust those Jordan Wolf style of selling, that you kind of create pressure on
Hmm.
call and tell them that you gotta buy stuff. I
Yeah.
think people can see through these things around.
Yeah.
Now it's more about how much you really care about the other person. Sales is not about just selling mindlessly. It's about understanding what the customer really wants, and
Absolutely.
around that create kind of bring in your product which kind of solves their problem. If you're able to do that, I think you really would be very successful in this business or any other field put together. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. I love it. And as you have like as much partners like all separated all around the world, are you using a platform or anything like to keep them engaged or the
So I,
communication
I
part?
came across. Yeah, please continue.
Yeah, yeah, that's what that's
Yeah, so I think I came across a few very interesting platforms. I like a product called Dex. So what
okay.
Dex really does is it's a wonderful tool I came across. See, what happens is, in our contacts, in our I have lot many people following me on LinkedIn. then another set of connections on Instagram, another set of connections on Facebook, then over 20,000 contacts in my phone book. How do I keep track of what conversations I've had with these people, right? I came across Dex, and Dex was really wonderful. It kind of gives you those small reminders. Okay, I think it's been time, it's been a month, you haven't connected with this person, and this was what you guys talked about last time. How about you just say hi? And I mean, just such a brilliant tool. And yeah, I mean, I've recently discovered this, and I mean, eventually you forget. You can't keep track of everything. While I do use, I mean, something which I've always used all my life is Apple Notes. I always open up notes, keep a track of what something that I need to be, I want to remember. But I think something Dex was really helpful. So I think it's a very interesting tool. Some people should definitely look into it.
Nice. And one more thing, maybe a question, maybe a bit more personal, and also, it can be also inspirational. I know you mentioned that you are a cancer survivor, right?
Yes. Yes.
How did that experience change your perspective on business and also on life to keep growing and pushing in this global scale, I can say?
See, I mean, Dorant, I was a very studious kid in school, and then I got into engineering first year. My dream was to be a computer science, engineer, which is why I'm so big on technology. When I was in my fourth standard, right, class fourth, I built my first website, and it was awarded the second prize in International Youth Festival, and it was called
Nice.
Man versus Machine, and I
Okay.
made it on HTML, right? So see where things have come today. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I was a very studious kid, and my aim was to be a computer engineer. I joined engineering in the first year, and then I was diagnosed with cancer, and I went through 10 rounds of chemotherapy, one major operation. It took me 1 year off college, right? And then I kind of dropped out. I tried continuing the education. I kind of joined the second year batch after a year, but it kind of didn't work out with me because I mean, you kind of don't want to work, don't want to kind of uh, study with your juniors in college, right?
Yeah.
You have a
Yeah, I get it.
reputation.
Sure.
So I think that didn't work out really well for me, so I dropped out. And from there on, for me, I mean, post cancer, my entire perspective of life changed. I mean, I used to be a very studious, very docile kind of person. I was just like a normal guy. I mean, I would not say I was anything. I was just like a normal person who was kind of, who had the same dream. I wanted to be an engineer because that's all that there was to be. You could be an engineer or a doctor in India. So those were the two professions back then. And you had to be either, I was told that being a doctor takes 10 years, it's a longer study. So I thought, why don't we become an engineer? 4 years is a shorter time. So that was our mindset. But after cancer and after dropping out, life changed for me. I mean, I realized that life is a gift. You don't get it twice, and it is not meant to follow a defined path. Everybody
Yeah.
is just following the same. You don't have to be a part of the herd. You need to create a path for yourself and do what you like. I mean, that is something that kind of got instilled into me and every part of myself. From there on, just ensured that I live every day to the fullest. And I think that has led me to where it has led me today. Every day I want to experience something new. I think the problem with this is I get bored of things very quickly as well, which is a challenge. But yeah, I mean, it kind of has given me opportunity to experience so much more because of the entire episode that happened with me. Because I realized, you won't get it another time. Probably,
Yeah.
you have it this time and live it to the fullest. Explore the world, travel, meet as many people as possible, be as open as possible. I was an introvert. I kind of converted into an extrovert.
Yeah.
Was this? So this transition happened. Yeah, I mean, it has been a life turning journey for me and
Yeah. And
happened to
it's going great. So good. So far, so good.
absolutely. It's going really well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing that. I can say delicate like topic. So, like before we wrap up, where can our listeners and also maybe potential clients reach out to you if they are in need of your services?
Well, I mean, available everywhere, wherever you want to reach out to me. Just type in Anant Shukla on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook. Uh, I'm not sharing my WhatsApp number, but yeah,
Yeah,
everywhere else. I
certainly.
mean, you can obviously be a part of our WhatsApp community. I could probably share the link with you, and you could maybe share it in the
Absolutely.
comments and yeah, in the description. So I think to all the aspiring, um, brokers, to everybody who probably wants to transition, I think what we have done very different from uh, with Asia Investor Society is that we have kind of given everybody a chance to be a real estate broker, no matter where you are sitting in the world. I mean, today you are in Kosovo, Doran, you can be a broker and you can start selling properties in Dubai, sitting in Kosovo. And that is the advantage of Asia Investor Society, because,
Nice.
we have kind of brought the world together, and anybody, anywhere, any part of the world, they can just explore. They can just come be a part of our partner network, and get access to exclusive pre-launch properties, special discounts, exclusive properties. I mean, even though you are a new broker who's coming to Dubai and is in Dubai, you sitting in Kosovo will have a better deal for your
Yeah.
investor, right? And that is the advantage that we have created with Asia Investor Society.
Nice. Sounds fascinating. I know a lot of people would be interested to like sell properties from a different kind of the world.
Now
So
you know
nice.
where to
Okay.
send them. Now you know where to send them.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, then, Anton, this is all from my side. I fully appreciate your time. It was super fun, insightful, and inspirational conversation. And
Thank you
for
so much.
everyone who is watching, keep growing, keep thriving, and I will see you on the next video.